Hi, 3rd through 5th. Today we're going to do a dinosaur. Get your papers and pencils ready. All right, kids. We need to do this in 3 steps. 3 circles, I mean. So we're going to start with the top circles. The top circle, sorry. Each circle is going to be slightly bigger than the last. So here's my first one. Placement is important. Next one. So that's like small, medium, and large. Okay, now we're going to connect these. Okay, and next we're going to erase all our connecting lines. Okay, now let's move on. Let's add his tail. Don't make it high because we need room for his legs here. So either go up or go on all the way on the bottom. And it needs to thin out the farther it goes. You don't want it to be thick here and thin and then thick again. It doesn't make sense. Okay, so we got the tail. Now we're gonna add, it's gonna look really weird until like the very end, okay? We're gonna add the top part of the mouth. So I just did a kind of a straight line first. And here's where it gets a little tricky. I'll draw it darker. Up, down, up, and down, okay? Once you do that, erase the line going through what looks like a beak. And again, dinosaurs are very closely related to the bird family. Okay, next step we're going to start is the thigh, the leg closest to us. We're going to start with that. This is the back portion. Don't make it too this way. It needs to be towards where the tail begins. And then, so here's the thigh. Erase the line going through the thigh. Okay, we will come back. Oh, let's continue that for a second. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go up. That way I have enough room for the leg. So let's say he's kind of in a walking position. Okay, that would make this part go inward as well. Okay, if that makes any sense. Now you're gonna bring this is his knee, this is the back of his thigh, top of his thigh, knee, here's his shin, and his calf is much like a human calf. I mean, it looks like a human leg so far, right? Just a really muscular one. And then they have an extra joint, like they have 2 ankles, I guess. So let's add this ankle. And then they have this back, another kind of little ankle, and then you bring this down. So they have a whole extra section in their foot. This is where it differs from human. I think this is a T-Rex. Okay, and then add his big old toes. Okay, so that's that leg. Maybe his toes need to be even a little longer. I'm unsure. Maybe the nails, I guess. Let's give him some long, scary looking nails. Okay, let's go up to his arm. His tiny little arm. They look so funny to me compared to his big muscular legs. So we're going to start with 2 letter C's facing each other. Then 2 straight lines. Then you're going to go out this way, just like a kind of a human arm. And then you're just going to have his arm kind of hanging down with his fingers, spiky fingers. Erase the connecting line going through that arm. Okay, next step. Let's work on the bottom of this mouth. We're getting about halfway through the shape. Find your halfway mark. That's mine. I'm going to do kind of a V, a sideways V. And then erase the line going through it. Okay, let's add a couple more things to that face for now. We're gonna add an oval, a U over here, and then another U on the other side for the tops of his eyes. I guess since we're on the face, we might as well keep going with the face. Oh no, let's come back to it. Let's come back. Okay, so now the other arm. We obviously don't see the shoulder. We just see the wrist, the forearm, and then the wrist hanging. It needs to be higher up. As for the back leg, we want it to be just a little separation. And then bring it down. And then make another calf. It's going to appear to be smaller. It's just an illusion because it's farther away. You want it to look smaller. So I have the back thigh, the front thigh, the calf, the shin, the ankle, the other ankle, and there's his foot. I think they have like a spiky thing that comes out of their heels. Okay, so we got, this thigh looks really small to me. So I'm going to change it. I'm just going to have it kind of go behind the other leg so we can't really see how big it is. Sometimes you have to step back from your picture to get more perspective. And I think that makes a little more sense now. And this needs to be straighter. Sorry about the background noise. Okay, that makes way more sense. Okay, so now let's go back to the face. Inside each, well, this one we don't see, but on this side, you want to put an eye. And then, as for the mouth, we're going to work on that right now. Right around here, we're going to go down and we're going to make his bottom lip. You want part of that bottom lip showing. Okay, so that's the opening of his mouth. We can put, I guess, his side cheek right there. Okay. And then he has his tongue kind of right there. We want to erase any lines going through that tongue. And then you add your sharp teeth. Oh, and I need to sharpen my pencil for this. Okay, so add your teeth. Oh, not from his tongue. Oops. Okay. Oh, we need to give him a nostril right here. And there's like a little line for his nose shape. I don't like the shape of his head right there. I'm going to kind of fix it. Looks funny. I still don't like it. Something's missing in his head. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Maybe it goes higher up here. Maybe that's what it is. Unsure. So let's add some more details. I'm going to put kind of like that tummy line coming all the way down, but it should not be perfectly straight, all right? All right, so there's his tummy line. And now we want to give him stripes on his head and back. Okay, I don't think we're missing anything. I hope you guys like yours. But now we need to kind of, just kind of fix it up a little bit, your edges. It shouldn't be like a perfectly circular. You kind of want to see like a muscular chest here. Okay. Okay, create a background. Start with your horizon line, of course. Where is your dinosaur? Mine's going to be walking across some deserty hill area. Maybe there is, no, that's good enough for me. So I'm going to start coloring. I'm just going to use crayons for the background and color pencils for the rest. Just to get that background filled in fast. You have time, go for it. I don't want this video to be an hour long. Okay, mountains. And then desert. So for the desert, I'm going to do light on the brown and then some yellow. You do not need to copy me on the background, by the way. Do whatever you want, but definitely create one. You don't want your dinosaur floating in the middle of nowhere. You definitely at least need a horizon line and then something. Okay. Now, I would recommend 2 greens for your dinosaur. Decide which parts are going to be the dark and which parts are going to be the light. I'm going to choose maybe like this. So I'm going to do the tummy light and the stripes I'm going to do light. And then the rest I'll do dark. But you could do the opposite. I mean, they both would look good. So you decide. And it doesn't have to be green either. I mean, go with whatever you want. And don't forget that tummy line extends all the way down that tail. Since this was such a hard drawing, don't worry about doing tones this time. Let's just work on coloring it. This was definitely one of our harder drawings. The stripes, I guess I could do now. Get it over with. I need to sharpen. I'm continuing my stripes. And now for the rest of my dinosaur. Let's see, that's a nice color. Okay, so go ahead and fill it in. I'm going to pause this while I finish coloring, and then I'll tell you the finishing touches you can add. Okay, now that I've finished filling it in, I'm going to press extra hard with the same green to kind of fill in the nostrils, go over that hump for where the eye is. I don't see any other details I could do that too. Maybe this little line in the neck. Maybe the dividing line. Honestly, it doesn't matter. You decide if you want to do any of that. Oh, maybe this crease right here. And that should be good enough. So pick an eye color now. Just gonna go with a blue. And then you need a color for the tongue. And basically the back of the other parts. I'm gonna make the tongue lighter. And then I'm gonna make this part darker. And honestly, this part would be dark too. This is like below the tongue. There. I guess that's it. So if you need to add details of any kind, like to your mountains or whatever, maybe I'll darken up the bottom of where the mountains meet the sand. And maybe I will, well, that's light to dark. This needs to be dark. I don't know. I guess I could darken it up here too. He kind of needs a shadow as well. Let me get a mustardy color. So I'm going to imagine, well, I'll just do all of this as my shadow. Underneath him, it's going to be all dark. And there we go. I'm not going to add much other tones today, but definitely the shadow is important. Okay, hope your dinosaur looks pretty good. Hope you learned something new today. Wow, his face looks scary. All right, kids, have a good one.